England fans are eagerly anticipating the Thomas Tuchel era after he was announced as manager on Wednesday. The German coach, 51, was unveiled as Gareth Southgate's permanent successor on an 18-month deal. He will take charge of the Three Lions up to and including the 2026 World Cup, raking in £7.5 million over the course of his contract. England fans will be hoping Tuchel can end the country's wait for a major men's trophy, which stretches all the way back to 1966. Tuchel will be looking to go one step further than Southgate, who reached back-to-back Euros finals but suffered defeats in both. And Sunsport has identified 5 reasons why England supporters are excited by the former Chelsea boss. Rashford return. Tuchel previously spoke glowingly about Marcus Rashford when he was a thorn in his side as Paris Saint-Germain manager. Rashford, who has not played for England since March, scored winning goals for Manchester United against PSG when Tuchel was head coach of the French Giants. And Tuchel said, "We value him, Rashford, very much when he plays in England. Not in Parc des Princes, honestly, because this gets a little bit annoying with him." Tuchel's appointment could see the return of Rashford to the England squad and potentially even the starting lineup on the left of the team's attack. He remains the last England player to start on the left wing and score, and fans are excited about the prospect of his recall under Tuchel. One fan said, "Tuchel to England means United can't get him, but at least Rashford gets his LW spot back." While another added, "Tuchel finally gets the chance to manage Rashford. I'm genuinely so happy for him. He's been on his knees to coach Rashford for years." Champions League triumph with Mount, Werner and Havertz. Tuchel won the Champions League with Chelsea within 6 months of being appointed at Stamford Bridge in 2021. He took over from Frank Lampard with the Blues floundering in mid-table in the Premier League. Yet he guided the club to the Champions League final in Porto and masterminded a 1-0 win over Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. He also managed the feat with a front three of Mason Mount, Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. Now, with a plethora of attacking talent including the likes of Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka, England fans will be confident he can lead the team to trophies. Tuchel's infamous clash with Antonio Conte became an instant classic Premier League moment. The Germans' bust up with the then Tottenham coach came at the end of a fiery 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge in 2022. Tuchel and Conte shook hands but then grappled with one another and had to be pulled apart as they butted heads in an incredible scene. After the altercation, Tuchel said, "I thought when you shake hands you look into each other's eyes." Antonio Conte had other ideas. Tournament record. It is safe to say Tuchel is a tournament manager. He has won the Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, Club World Cup, and domestic cups in France and Germany. He reached the final of all 5 cup competitions during his time at Chelsea, while he also reached the final of the 2020 Champions League final with PSG before losing to Bayern Munich. As mentioned previously, he also outfoxed Guardiola in the Champions League final 3 years ago. Guardiola impression. Speaking of Guardiola, Tuchel does a superb impression of the Spanish manager. He was once spotted carrying out the impersonation while entertaining the Chelsea squad. And fans have insisted moments like that make him one of the most likable managers in football.